Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, $40-ish and under dollar range. Most of these are a lot less than that, and a good number of these you find at your local rack stores. The one I'm talking about today doesn't really need an introduction whatsoever, but I'm going to give it a little one. It's a 2015 release. It's a woody spicy. I'm talking about the very notorious House of Armauves Original Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette. And these are heavy bottles. I like the little detailing on the side. The lid is, I mean, they're cheesy, whatever, but I think it looks kind of cool. The atomizer even has some engraving on it, and you know, it's like a weapon. If you shine a light strong enough onto this thing, then you can actually see the juice level, and I got like that much. So I can't really show you the atomizer. I can show it to you on this, and it was very similar to this. These Club de Nuits. It's like trash atomizers, man. I don't know if the parfums or anything do any better, but I know that that one and this one was just not hitting the mark as far as a good atomizer. But it's not about that. It's not about the presentation. It's about how this thing smells. I'm going to go over a decent amount of the notes of this thing and let you guys know what I think about this thing overall, and if it's even still relevant today since there's so many Creed Aventus clones. In the top, you got your lemon, bergamot, black currant, and that notorious pineapple note. There's also some green apple. In the mid, you got rose, birch, jasmine. In the base, you have vanilla and musk and ambergris. So I don't want to just sound like all the other reviews on this thing and knock the opening. It never really bothered me that much. It can be nose burning a bit, and I could see how a lot of people will be turned off by that, especially since fragrances kind of sell by the opening, which if you didn't know that, the opening, like in a department store or something like that, that's what's going to sell a fragrance, and this would not be a good department store fragrance because the opening is sharp, but it never bothered me. But the dry down is much better. So yes, it has pineapple. No, it does not smell like lemon pledge like I've also heard. And I don't want to just go into how smoky, woody, and citrusy this thing is. Some of the other things that, to me, make this such a great fragrance, yes, I do like it, is like that jasmine and the rose note. Just give this thing some kind of almost a weird warmth, like a weird, like a round type of a feel, along with some of those sharper notes like the smoky birch and the pineapple that can be a little bit sharp, the black currant, those soft notes like the jasmine and the rose and the vanilla really help soften the blow on some of those things, and you're just left with this really pleasant scent bubble. This thing is a compliment magnet. I mean, obviously I've wore this thing a lot because I'm out of it, and I got the intense version coming limited edition. My pastor ordered it for me because I installed his stereo. He's like, hey, what kind of fragrance do you want? And I was like, you know what, I really want this one. So yeah, it lasts a pretty good amount of time. I'll get 7.5 or 8 hours on my skin. This is extremely versatile. You can just wear this thing whenever. However, this was like my church jam. I always wore it to church on Sunday mornings because I feel like it is easy to dress up because of that smokiness and the character it has. Definitely a signature scent. There's no doubt about that. You can make this thing a signature scent. Is this thing still, the word slipped my mind, but is it still good today when there's so many other Creed Aventus clones? And for $27, I definitely say yes. Definitely say yes. You get an awesome performance. It's a little bit more synthetic than the other ones, but in the air, this thing is just wonderful smelling, guaranteed to attract a little bit of attention. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to order another Eau de Toilette because I got the good one coming, the limited edition, but this in itself is a good one. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It could be higher if the opening was a little bit smoother, but because the longevity, the complement factors, the versatility of this thing, just how it just works in so many different aspects. I don't know how good it would be in the gym. I haven't tried that yet, but it might not be because it's quite loud. But I like this thing a lot. If you can get over the opening, which I did quite quickly, then you might just enjoy the daylights out of this fragrance. So that's my final thoughts on the original Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always, and until next time.